Hello, beautiful Pisces. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for this month and it's going to be the general reading. So you take what resonates and leave what doesn't to the others. And yeah, let's dive in and see what's coming. I see a tuning fork forming here. There's attunement. This is happening. Maybe someone that you don't really have communication with. It seems like you're getting on the same page with this person. Okay, but this is something that will require you to maybe think outside of the box, okay? And maybe someone that you're contacting or just meeting seems like a very light energy communication forming with this person. Light means that it's not forceful. You don't have to act in a way that you don't like to. And it seems like it can be something also like freeing in some cases, because maybe if you have been around people that they are really acting, they're not really being authentically who they are, it becomes really hard to be yourself around them, and because they might not really speak the same language, not in energetic sense. Okay, seems like here there's a good connection forming. I see a palm tree appearing here. Palm tree can indicate maybe a leisure time that you're going to take, or this can be someone that actually maybe you're looking for to trust something that you're leaving them. Maybe you're taking some sort of a leave here for a certain period of time. I see there's a flag appearing. This can be like a race that you're going to be attending. Two people riding a whale right here, guiding a whale. So some of you might be taking another challenge, a bigger challenge. And while you are going after that, because guiding a whale can symbolize something material gain you're going to have at the end of the day, but also if you're leaving something or someone behind before you join to that journey, because I see an island here, you might want to leave someone or that thing in a safe place. So the attunement can be the easiest thing, the simplest thing came to me as this can even be like a security that is going to take care of your home and you're away. It can be something like that. It doesn't have to be like you meeting someone and inviting them over, okay? But it is an entity you're going to be able to trust, which is a good part of it. By the way, if you're new here, this is Divine Light. And if you haven't already, give this one a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit subscribe. And I will also leave my email in the description box below. If you're interested in private reading, go ahead and send me an email. So the flag is visible here. The flag is, I feel like, the start line, and there's a finish line here. Some of you might be even attending like a race, okay? To run something, or it can be a competition. I see there's a masculine figure here, like an old school character. Only the figure of this person is available. And the island can be maybe an isolated place, or like maybe if this is a competition you're attending to. Or this can be like a representative of like a single entity, like maybe a company, or it can be maybe a country that you're going to go and visit. So it seems like overall it has good energies. I see there's like a horse right there. You're riding the whale is a big thing here, because whale can represent someone maybe calm, cool, and supportive, financially secure. Maybe someone is actually sponsoring this trip for you. And the horse behind it tells me that when you go with the trust of this person, they trust you, you trust them, you're going to get your wish fulfillment rather fast, because horses can indicate movement. You start seeing the results actually lining up for you. I see a crown here. Crown I feel like it's not really you wearing the crown, because I see someone who has a torch in their hand and showing to the crown here. Crown can represent an authority. It came in the literal sense, guys, okay? Because in today's world, we still have crowns. Like if you're, comment down below if you're living in a country that is actually has the crown authority in the maybe paper sense. It's like it's on the paper, not on the practical application. Okay, so somebody's waving a torch to the crown, meaning this can be actually like attending that kind of an event, or it can be like a traditional thing, like overall of the place that you're living, or this can be like asking help from an authority. Okay, torch symbolizes a passionate, something that you're passionate about, and I see kind of like a fish eye here. I want to interpret this in, because Pisces is a fish, that this is your energy, okay? By the way, this is intended for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So if you have Pisces in any of that part, the interpretation can be different. The crown can be maybe someone, if this is your Venus sign, that someone that you want to form a relationship with, okay? It seems like overall, this is going to, yeah, you have someone, I feel a female, and she has like a white headband. I don't know if this is something specific, or this is something to like this white headband covering the head, maybe even the third eye, can represent this person has like a positive outlook in life, okay? Another thing I see here, there are two letters C's. Kind of looks like ICE, ICC. It can be in someone's first name or the last name. And it seems like this is someone who's forming an obstacle. They're becoming a mountain in front of you. And you're still, even though, despite, I think despite is the right word, of there being like a platform rising, keep rising, and just bringing things to on a higher standard, you're still managing to get over that. I see someone under here. This can be someone, a suppressed person. I feel like maybe this will give you the chance to, when you get to the top of the situation, I see number 3, which is a creative thinking, artistic skills. You might even just maybe find those that has been crushed under the authority of this person, and help them. Okay, I see this is a person because I see the arm here sticking out. I don't know if you can see, there's a small head and there's an arm sticking out, but then you see there's like a cute duck here. Cute duck can be someone who has like maternal protection feeling that is actually you're gonna meet after your challenge. So, but I feel like here, maybe until you climb to the top of the mountain, you feel like you need that kind of protection and support. But when you actually achieve success, you're gonna realize that just can be a companion. Okay, you are very well capable of getting what you desire. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. As you see, someone's back is just bent over. This person is just trying to convince someone who's just with the finger sticking out, and the finger looks like a dollar sign. Initially, it looked like a US dollar sign. The desire is coming with small pauses, okay? And it's just changing direction, courses. So it might not be a straight path right away. A small, tiny little news you're receiving can bring some joy to your life, can maybe give you hope. Can be news, information. Maybe there's something about like, oh, you think impossible. You hear someone, oh, that person actually taking care of that. They have done that. That might be your thing, okay? The thing is, you see a crescent moon forming here. We can even say double, like an eclipse type of energy showing up here. Meaning, if there's something in the dark, it is going to be illuminated. Crescent moon can symbolize your power over authority. I'm going to say this is not a regular authority. This hand actually sticking out, this finger like that sticking out is not really a good sign, because I saw like a dollar sign there too. So someone might be pushing you an agenda of like, okay, I have the authority here because I have the money type of energy, and there's a person bending over to that ideation, but I have you standing up here and you have a backpack on your back, or like a cloak. Cloak can be you're actually disguising yourself and getting out of the way, out of this, or getting this person out of your way. A cloak or the backpack can also symbolize that you are already prepared. So their authority, their forceful authority is not going to really deter you from doing what you're meant to do, okay? You're called to do. I'm going to look into the tarot. It seems like here you're free to go, but the thing is, free to go meaning, okay, death, the Fool. I told you there's like a baby duck, but it's a chicken. 9 of Cups. What do you want to tell us? Queen of Cups. We're going to shuffle again. Let's look at this once. Death is something is coming to an end. Queen of Cups, during this time, take care of yourself. We have a Knight of Swords here. You might be dealing with someone's really blunt while you are maybe spending some leisure time taking care of yourself. Someone who's blunt and but speaks the truth might be showing up. Nine of Swords is like that person is just creating a lot of paranoia in your mind. And the Fool is you actually making the decision. You know what? I'm not going to deal with this anymore. I'm going to go on a new adventure. I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to do what makes me feel good. Purple with this beautiful butterflies. 9 of Cups is receiving your heart's desire. 2 of Cups on the bottom. And I see the Temperance also peeking out. 2 of Cups is actually finding someone who can really align with you and support you, okay? So the challenge might be actually recognizing that everybody is speaking your truth. They might be speaking their truth. And truth is, ethics is a different thing, guys, okay? We confuse morals with ethics because they're two different things. And I actually learned what it is when I was in college. Like, I didn't know if there was a difference in between. So that's why it's good to look up and realize that not everybody has the same morals, but ethics is universal, okay? So I feel like here it's you actually deciding that, is this person speaking something universal or is something that they're just speaking their own truth? It's not related to me. We have here Knight of Swords. Okay, he says that I want to speak again. But the King of Cups comes this time. Queen of Pentacles, your resources. 10 of Swords is the ending that we have seen. And the Chariot is your progress here. Knight of Swords can be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, someone blunt, someone who thinks being blunt is actually a matter of like existence. But the thing is, another thing with the Knight of Swords, this can be someone really speaking the truth. You might not want to hear it because of their attitude might be harsh. You see, like, he's not even lifting his face up and looking. But the Knight of Swords can also indicate fast solution to a problem. Okay, so what they are telling you might be a really fast solution to what you want to resolve. So worth considering. Exactly. 6 of Wands is a victory. So I feel like here, if you feel a little personally offended by a person's mannerism, can be. It doesn't mean that they have something against you, because it seems like what they're saying or what they're doing can be working for you. This can also be you're embodying the logical and following the logical road. We have the King of Cups, the High Priestess here. King of Cups is your gentle authority, but it can lead to not really taking any action, because the problem with the High Priestess, she's very knowledgeable. She has everything in her power, in her hand. But the thing is, she is sitting down. She's stagnant, okay? That's why sometimes in tarot can lead to an answer as I don't know. I don't know how it's going to play out. So if this is a person, if this is you, setting your mind into something and not really seeing it through, High Priestess symbolizes maybe instead of just going after taking action immediately, you need to tap into more of your heart, higher powers, intuition, meditation, something like get clarity. Find the reasoning behind why you want to do this, okay? Then the Queen of Pentacles tells me that whatever that you need as a resource is going to come forward. She's holding a star. Hermit is holding a star. This can be a wise teacher coming in. Maybe that's what you need as a resource, or the advice coming in from the wise teacher, which is going to be actually useful in this journey. 10 of Swords comes with the 8 of Cups. So I feel like the 10 of Swords is a final of a situation, like something completing, coming to an end, maybe a little bit dramatic end. 8 of Cups is you're actually done with this, being done with this, okay? And this can be ending a relationship. This can be deciding to give up on something that didn't work. And the 8 of Cups tells me this is not something maybe you never started. You have already started. The 8 Cups full here. And she's just done with over and done with it already. That's why he's moving forward. That's what the 8 of Cups energy is. We have, there's something new coming in, a new idea. And the King of Wands is telling me that this idea is going to really excite you. That's why you're not going to mind something is going and leaving your life. The Chariot with a pyrite. I'm wearing here pyrite, actually. This is fast movement. And this, I heard somewhere that pyrite energy is like a fast, brings your desires even faster. So we have 8 of Pentacles with the Chariot. So some things that you're you need to be disciplined about. That's what the Eight of Pentacles is, learning as much as you can about the subject that you want to happen in your life. Educate yourself, because it seems like the Chariot comes in with a fast movement. When the time comes, you might not really have a lot of time to figure out what's going to be what else can you do? Is there a solution to something? Kind of things like that. Another thing here is Eight of Pentacles can also indicate something that you know well can come to you, which can really accelerate your progress here. We have the Journey, which is also showing up, and we have the Dance here. Dance meaning enjoy yourself during this journey. Strike a pose means, I feel this is like Queen of Pentacles is actually striking a pose right there and saying like, I know what to do. And then she proceeds, and the precision can be like ending something that doesn't work anymore. Okay, that's this being certain. I feel like that's the strike a pose. And also strike a pose can imply that if you're dealing with those that do not believe you're capable, showing them like, look at me, I can do that. I mean, it's not really about proving yourself, but it's about maybe also here protecting your inner child, going beyond, as this is also like also power symbols came forth for you. I feel like this is a time that you need to really show your power and tap into your power, and just go beyond the asteroid belt here, just going to the space. Okay, and in the space maybe you need to strike a pose and really show like you're capable of what you're doing. We have here a Philosopher's Stone. This is your sigil. You can take a picture of it or put a little symbol where you can see. It's a powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing universal energy. So rocket ship is already going outside the world to the universe. So that's probably a sign for you. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to leave more videos on the screen. Go ahead and click on them. And if you haven't already, give it a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit subscribe. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.